Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I'm Tim Stenivek, along with Carol Nasser. Let's take a look at some stocks on the move. Today, we're joined by Bloomberg News cross-asset reporter Isabel Lee. A lot to choose from today.
A lot to choose from, but I made sure to choose double-digit gains or declines because go big. It's Friday. So let's start with Block. Ticker is XYZ, which is also cool on its own. So shares are up around 15%. This comes after the company said it was reducing its workforce by almost half in a bet that AI will just change labor productivity. So that amounts to some 4,000 employees. And Jack Dorsey's company has been restructuring its business model since staffing in 2024. That's as the stock has lagged. And I want to bring up this point that they have really hired so much. They tripled their workforce between 2019 to 2023, which is why analysts say, is it really AI or
just a reset? Pandemic over, right? And we heard that from a lot of companies, I feel like, over the last couple of years. So is that what's going on, or is it something more dramatic when it comes to AI?
Because the move, which was announced in a shareholder letter, offered little details.
Jack Dorsey did respond to some of that criticism. He said, yes, we overhired during COVID because I incorrectly built two separate company structures, Square and Cash App, rather than one, which we corrected mid-2024. But this misses all the complexity we took on through lending, banking, and buy now, pay later, and that we're now targeting $2 million in gross profit per person, 4x our pre-COVID efficiency, which stayed flat at 500,000 from 2019 to 2024. And we have to do and run an efficient company better than most.
What does that mean?
He says this is the way to make it more efficient. He's acknowledging that they overhired, but this is the right. You can see it on the screen right there.
Yes, they are investing heavily in AI tools to run more efficiently. They have their own AI tool called Goose, like the singular version of geese. So, I mean, who knows? Only time will tell. But for now, investors are liking it. I mean, up 15%. That's pretty big.
People tend to like it. Unless you can't do everything you need to do.
The story here is this just something that Block is going to do, or is this going to become commonplace? And that's the fear.
I know, especially after the Citrini report.
Yeah.
We're just
very true.
Dun, 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 which I like to do. Okay, there are questions. We're going to dig into more of that later. Let's go to Duolingo. We just talked to the company's CEO.
I know, that was a good interview. Duolingo, tickers DUOL, shares are down more than 17% after the company gave a full-year outlook that is below expectations. This is the lowest since February 2023 if you type SINS Go. So Duolingo is a language learning software, and a lot of people are obsessed with this, including my team leader, Valdana. She has a more than 2,000-day streak. And I said, that is a little crazy.
I mean, this is how many, this means every day you're on the platform?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. So
Learning.
I'm in 350.
And you're doing
Tim,
chess?
That's nothing.
No, I know.
That is nothing.
But what are you learning?
Language. She's learning French.
I do Spanish, but I did chess.
2,120.
And she's doing Spanish.
I have a 5-day streak, I think, 5 years ago.
It's not too late.
But I'm committed to my job, not the language.
Oh, sick burn.
Isabel's bosses, are you listening?
The Valdana is my boss. So
well done.
Why are shares down? Because the company said that in their drive to gain subscribers, this would mean slower earnings growth and narrower profit margins. I also feel like maybe this was a pandemic thing, when people were stuck at home. Now I'm in between the office, travel, meeting friends. So maybe it could be that too.
But they're a learning platform. So it's math, it's other things, right? So they're doing some changes,
chess, math,
right?
music.
Yes, absolutely.
Mostly language.
But time is finite. Wow.
And Luis has talked about, he didn't talk about this with in our interview just now, which if you missed, you can check it out on our podcast feed. But he has in the past talked about what we compete with, anytime somebody opens their phone. So we compete with something like Netflix, or not Netflix, Instagram, or
TikTok,
Facebook, TikTok, anything like that.
Or Bloomberg
that's why
app.
we need to make it fun.
Or maybe you just sit there and go,
Exactly. That's
it's a meditation app.
It's very okay. Let's go to FIGS.
FIGS ticker is FIGS, FIGS. So I have never worn FIGS. I'm not a medical worker, but a lot of my friends who are love it.
They're comfy scrubs.
Okay, exactly. So my friends in Asia,
I remember having family members in the hospital, and they were really cute and comfortable. And you would go to the nurse and can we have some?
They'd order here, and I'd have to bring them back, and they're also way more expensive than others. But then my friends would say, no, it's really worth it.
But they like them.
Yes, it's the quality and stuff. So anyway, shares are up, 23%. This is the highest since May 2022. The company results were much stronger than expected, prompting a lot of analyst upgrades. One of them is Goldman Sachs. They said that this shows momentum. KeyBank also upgraded. They said the better than expected results show that FIGS is focusing on delivering profitable, sustainable growth.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.